In this particular case, it has to do with creators that's building their platforms. Tanny and Dex is a part of FOE. Dex, she spun off. She has her own live. Tanny, she's trying to get her live up and floating, okay? So, Tanny, she would go and sit in Dex's panel. While she's sitting in the panel, she says she noticed that she's constantly being dropped. When she's in other panels, she says she noticed that she's always the first one to be dropped when it's time to rotate.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just wanted to speak to something.
So hold on, before you do that, is it about the last case? Because if it is, what exactly are you speaking to?
The comments. I'm just saying now.
You're good. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. You're not doing that. You're good. No worries. It's okay. We're going to focus on the show. So, as far as Tanny and Dex, that's the context of it. So, I want to focus on this case and just to get y'all perspective. Let's take a listen to what happened.
Like I did. You post up a message and made it seem like I did something wrong. And made it seem like I did something wrong. To me, make it seem like I did something wrong. I didn't come to you in a bad way. I did not. This is why I don't do that.
And I'm going to pause it just so y'all can understand what happened. So because Tanny was being dropped, and if you are a subscriber, just go ahead and drop the emotes in the chat. Continue to run up the likes. I will bring the audience back once we get to 200K likes. We want to make sure we are protecting the page and keeping up with the engagement. So thank you. All right. So Tanny, she sent a message to Dex expressing her concerns about being dropped from the panel. Apparently, Dex took that message and put it in her backdrop. And the panel discussed what was going on in that message. And this is Tanny's response to what happened. And thank you for subscribing. Thank y'all for grabbing y'all subscriptions. Let's continue to listen. I just want to make sure we have context. Thank you, Grower.
You know what?
For those who are trying to drop the emotes, if you are a subscriber, chances are you were gifted a subscription. So if you want to be able to use the emotes, you're going to have to actively subscribe. For those who are not able to use the emotes. You know, emotes look so beautiful. So this does pertain to a couple of the FOE members. So make sure to drop the FOE emote in the chat. Shout out to FOE.
So since you want to bring to the forefront, you want to let people know that I'm the bad guy. Just for saying, hey, I keep getting dropped on your panel. What's going on? That's your rules, fine. I could be in the middle of saying something. As soon as I go on mute, boom, I get dropped. But as I go on mute, boom, I get dropped. But
her live was glitching.
As I go on mute, boom, I get dropped. But it was just a simple question as to why. But you make it seem like I'm the bad guy? I'm the one that did something wrong? Huh? They're fair. You know what? This is why I don't do the back end stuff. I'm trying to build up my own platform the best way I know how, because I don't want to rub shoulders or make anybody mad, because I'm trying.
Now I do have Ray Sunshine in the audience is saying that's not true. She usually gets dropped after a while of her not saying anything or someone wants up. Okay? So it looks like we have an eyewitness in the audience that says otherwise.
calm down.
Thank you for helping with the gift. Go ahead, Brooklyn. Thank you, Mrs. Sweet.
I'm a small potato in this TikTok world. I'm a
Thank you,
small
PK.
potato. I'm very small on my platform. Eggshells for nobody. I'm 47 years old. I got
Thank you,
enough
Imogen.
shit going on as it is. So I try to come online, make me a few little coins that I can. So I do like going to people panels. I do like being funny. I do like to be positive as I can. But I like to be a woman about stuff too. So that's what I thought I was doing. I thought I was being a woman by going to her and saying, hey, I keep getting dropped. And if that's how it's gonna be, then yes, you're right. I did say I'm not gonna go into your life because that's not fair to me. That I'm the one that keep getting dropped all the freaking time. How is that fair to me? It's enough as it is.
Thank you.
So I don't like to ride the waves on nobody, and I don't like to, for my words to be misconstrued, because I'm trying to build up my platform. And if you make it seem like I'm the bad guy, how's it going to help me? It is hard enough on this app to reach a life goal. It's hard enough on this app to get subscribed. It's hard. It's hard enough on this app to get subscribed. It's hard.
The live's still glitching. Thank you for the subscription. So it says in the audience, she's taking up a box for someone who wants to engage if she's not engaging.
It's even harder for me to get people into my life.
So one of the things that she is expressing as far as concern, she's concerned that based on Dex bringing the issue to her platform, when she screenshot the message that she sent to Dex, her concern now is that it's going to cause people to not want to go to her live and support her. She's concerned that people are going to think she's problematic. Tiffany in the audience said, stop the box writing. Y'all really just get up there for gifts. CoverGirl and Thibodeau. Thank you for the subscriptions. Okay, so Thibodeau, I see Thibodeau, and then we got T-Mac. Y'all up and running. Shout out to you, Tib. Love you, Tib. You already know what it is. Okay, so for those who go to Dex Live, she does go live in the mornings. Shout out to Dex. She's a Gemini like myself, but she also does hair. So Dex makes it clear every day that you do need to engage and that she will rotate the boxes because people be coming in and out of the panel. All right. So listening to what Tanny is saying, Tanny's argument is like, listen, I came to you privately about how I felt as far as getting dropped out of the panel. Her issue is that screenshot of her message, her private message being put up in the backdrop. So that's Tanny's main issue, okay? I want to make sure we're not losing the plot here. Thank you so much for the subscription, y'all. I really appreciate it.
What my intention was, like I told her in the message, if that was my
Hey, Mrs. Fab, good to see you.
If that was my intention was to say, hey, this is what's going on. This is what's going on.
All right, I'm about to bring the audience back. We almost at 200K
Tell me what the
taps.
bad guy is.
Continue to run up the likes. Let's keep the engagement going.
It takes up a lot. It takes.
Good to see you, Miss Fab. Thank you.
Oh, creator. So I see people get big gifts all the time. And believe it or not, I work hard on this internet. I do. I work hard on this internet to try and get a little something to help me And when I see other people on other platforms get big gifts, I praise them. I congratulate them. Because I know if you hate on somebody that's getting blessed, it blocks your blessing. So I don't like doing that.
Thank y'all for
So I praise them.
gifting the vloggers. Thank you for gifting the vloggers, y'all. Thank you.
When I come to you and ask you a simple question, I'm the one that's the bad guy. I'm the one that's bad. I'm the one that did something wrong. I got you. I got you. I got you. I try to make my platform a safe space for people to come and voice their opinion. And so you're right. If I got a problem with it, turn on my own God button.
Thank you.
When did it become a problem for you to go to somebody as a grown freaking woman? I can see if I cuss
Thank you, Ms.
out.
Virgo.
I can see if I You misconstrued what I said. You made it seem like I'm the bad guy for coming to you as a woman. I am 47 years old. I'm not 20. I'm not 19. I'm not 25. I'm not 30. I am 47. So I know how to go to you as a grown woman and say, you know what? This is what's happening to me. I don't understand.
Thank
Can
you,
you tell me what's going on? But no. I'm wrong for coming to you as a grown woman. Okay, I got it. Okay.
Ooh, thank you.
How could I do that when I kept getting dropped?
Okay, thank you.
I couldn't. I didn't want to do that.
I think we got the gist of the conversation. Hey, Kadar, good to see you, boo. So, I'm gonna pose the question for y'all because it's simple. Again, some of these cases are not drawn out, but some of these cases can help other people who are content creators, want to be a content creator, or you are simply just someone who is in the audience and don't mind being a panelist. The first question I'm going to pose: Did Tanny have a right to inbox Dex questioning her about being dropped from the panel? Did Tanny have that right to question Dex about being dropped from her panel? Red, yes. Blue, no. Okay. So I see where the votes is going. Y'all make these follow-up questions so easy. I really appreciate it. Kadar, thank you so much. That gift is beautiful. Oh, Superstar, that was cute. I see what you did there. Thank you. Okay. You're right. I paid this phone bill. You sound like Chastity when you say that. You paid that phone bill. She thought they were closer than they were. Oh, thank you. It's actually a hoodie. Yeah, thank you. All right. So the majority says she had the right to inbox Dex about being dropped from the panel. So now I have to follow up with, since she had the right to inbox her about being dropped from her panel, did Dex have the right to share the private message that Tanny sent? Okay. Thank you, Miss Virgo. Y'all, listen, y'all dropping some cute gifts down there. Thank you. Thank you. She should have handled it on the back end. It should have been handled on the back. I'm seeing quite a few. It should have stayed on the back. Live with purpose. Good to see you, baby. All right. Keyword private. Y'all doing a good job continuing to run up the likes. I see y'all with the shares too. I appreciate the shares. Less than 10 seconds. Why keep it a secret? Okay. So the majority says no. Dex did not have the right to post that private message and put it up in the backdrop. So y'all saying Tanny had the right to express her feelings to Dex. However, Dex had no right to bring how she felt to the forefront. It should have stayed privately. It could have been handled privately. Am I picking up what y'all putting down? And thank y'all so much for grabbing y'all daily heartbeats. Again, all of that engagement does help keep us on the FYP. Y'all doing a great job. Okay. So then the final question that I have to pose in this situation, because it is very evident, Kadora with the level 32, God. Appreciate it. I mean, you've been here for a while. With the level up. We could clearly hear that Tanny is upset. And so I do have to pose this question. Yes, you are. You were day one. October will make it 2 years strong. Based on how Tanny felt and how the situation was handled, the only question I can pose at this very point: do Dex owe Tanny an apology? Based on how it was handled, do Dex owe Tanny an apology? Red, yes. Blue, no. There's some mixed feelings on that one. Catnick with the daily heartbeat, thank you. It was distasteful. Miss Virgo, thank you, baby. I appreciate you. Thank you. I think it's Keish. Thank you for the daily heartbeat. Leah, I see y'all grabbing y'all daily heartbeats. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Only if she want to be cool with her. Dropping her out of the panel. No, she wasn't wrong. Distasteful, yes. So that's why I said there's some mixed feelings on this one. Yeah, but she's not going to get it. So based on the final votes, the majority do feel like Tanny is owed an apology from Dex. Because the situation, in my opinion, is minor, because that's the end of that case. Because the situation itself is minor, I genuinely do not see that being dragged out. And again, thank y'all for the gifts. It's something minor. It could easily be fixed. Tanny, she wants to build her platform. She wants support. And even if that means sitting in the panel so she can be seen, get recognition, so that way it can draw people to her, I definitely think that it's not a big deal. It's not that deep. However, I do recommend going forward though, guys, understand how trust works as well. The reason why people feel like Tanny is owed that apology is simply because of the privacy matter. When a message is shared, a private message is shared, it breaks the trust factor. Because yeah, it was Tanny, but for other people who were watching and paying attention, it can make them feel like, so if you don't like what I'm saying to you, I gotta worry about my messages getting put up in the backdrop. So understand, be mindful of how y'all handle situations. I'm very big on trust. I don't want people feeling like I'm untrustworthy. So I'm mindful of the things that I do now, because I've been there where I posted a message, trying to respond, trying to give people understanding the context. But when you ask yourself, after you get done doing those things, how does that make you? How does it make you look? So just be mindful. That was that case. Again, jumping around. This one I'm gonna jump into because it's quick. For those who are new here, I apologize to you in advance because you missed a lot. But you want to understand, Kalani with the shares, thank you. You will understand why it's very important to hear this clip. This clip was very unexpected. It was random. Shout out to I Live for this. This is one of their clips. This is Little Touch versus Nitra. The clip is quick, is short. Miss Virgo with the subscription. Check. Okay. I can't really see who it says got the subscription. But yeah, check your name. You just got a subscription. This is Little Touch versus Nitra. Apparently, for context purposes, Little Touch was up at like, what did it say the timestamp was when this happened? They said this was going on like around 3-something in the morning. Little Touch, she woke up and it was Operation Nitra. Apparently, Lil Touch had a message, and just to be respectful, she wants to be referred as LT from now on. So refrain from calling her Lil Touch. Call her LT from now on. That's what she prefers. This was a message to Nitra.
This chair is on demon time. Sure do. Now, this chair is on demon time.
That chair needs to be.
Squeak your asses up. Squeak your asses up. Y'all wake the fuck up.
No, Lil Touch just got a lot of ass and a little foot. That's all. She said,
okay. Nitra. Take
I
it.
know you motherfucker. That's my cue. All right, then.
All of my ass. And my 2 feet. I ain't playing with y'all. Let me take my medicine and give me something to eat before I knock the fuck out of you, fucker.
somebody said, what else you gonna quote LT?
See? Short and simple. Miss LT message was clear. She told Nitra to kiss her ASS. Johnson in the audience said, woke up and chose violence. Gave her that ass to kiss. Yeah, so respectfully, thank you for subscribing. There is literally only one question to be asked here. At this point, when it pertains to, thank you, Miss Virgo. I appreciate you, boo. Thank you. I appreciate all of y'all. The only question that needs to be had in this particular case, do both parties involved, do LT and Miss Nitra just need to leave it alone? No back of, don't speak on her, don't speak on her. Keep each other's name out of each other's mouth. Leave it alone. Neither party is going to budge. If Nitra responds to LT, LT is going to respond to Nitra. Nobody in this situation is going to decide to be the bigger person if you leave it up to them to choose who's going to leave it alone. So my question, is it time for both parties to move on? Leave it alone. Red, yes. Blue, no. It is very evident there is no resolve. LT told Nitra to kiss her where the sun don't shine. There's not going to be any resolve after telling somebody to do that. With that being said, wouldn't it just be wise to just, you go your way, I go my way. There is no reason for us to cross paths. This ship has sailed, no pun intended. That friendship has come to an end. The majority have voted. It is time to move on. Enough. Yeah, it's a wrap. Good riddance. It is okay when some things do not work out. Y'all do know it is okay to cut ties and move on. Everything does not have to be a bash session, a drag session, tear down. Y'all do know that it is okay to just exit quietly. Y'all do know that, right? Everything does not require a scene. Life is about changes. If I'm not mistaken, they asked you that question on applications during a hiring interview. Can you adapt to change? Are y'all capable of adapting to change? When things take a sudden turn, are you able to accept it for what it is and move on? Are you capable of just simply letting go? To be a live reaction. Because I do not know what happened. I'm going to keep it a bean with you. All I know is they got into an argument. I'm going to be quite honest with you. If you know Poozie and Trina, you know it's going to get a little hectic. Voice is going to get elevated. It's going to be some inappropriate lingo said. So y'all should know what to do, right? Y'all got to do that one thing up there for sure. Send it the small gifts for sure. Y'all just do that one thing. Please and thank you. Kilo with the follow. Thank you. If you hit that follow button, I will call you out by name in recognition and appreciation. So thank you for the follow, Kilo. 11 with the follow. Appreciate you. And again, thank y'all so much for gifting the vloggers, y'all. Thank you, Miss Virgo. Let's listen. What happened, Poozie and Trina?
That's what it is. And don't piss me off coming up here talking to me like you fucking crazy, nigga. This ain't your fucking show, bitch. Yeah, you got that. Now chill the fuck up.
And you understand why I asked y'all to engage. All of the clips are not going to be hectic, but when they get like this, it's definitely the time to do this. Yes. Do all those things. Send the popular gifts. Just send the gifts. Run the likes. Engage in the audience. I need the three amigos. One of those three. I need all three of them things to be done.
It's about to be that. Just know that. It's about to be that. It's about to be that.
You going through this frustration, but I do want to see your titties.
brain fucked up. You really do. Are you crazy? Some bullshit. You talking crazy, talking out the side of your neck. Ain't nobody even dare say shit to you. One on your live and talk. We was in this bitch.
Y'all do know y'all can listen in the audience without being seen, right? It was no reason for whoever that was to hop it in that goddamn panel, talk about seeing somebody's whatever. Relax. Some of y'all need to be seen, gotta be studied. Cause what the was that?
Well, block me, bitch. Block me. This your shit. Block me, ho.
No, I'ma just keep dropping you. Bryson, unmute.
Bryson, you do know you are.
You're muted, Bryson.
She done fucked around and muted your ass to where you can't even talk on your own fucking show.
No, I told him to mute.
Dizzy ass. Fuck you giving this much control to a bitch lying on me for?
Bryson, unmute.
Like, I can't explain
Oh my God, bitch, shut up.
Shut up. That's
Unmute, Bryson. Damn.
I don't give a fuck who like and who don't fucking like me, bitch. You're not gonna fucking lie on me. We still can't hear you, Bryson. Now your other box is in the box. Here, go.
So listen, I was trying to tell Trina to Trina chill. Let. I got your point. I just want to hear what Poozie Go ahead, Poozie.
Now, I have a question for the audience. Cause y'all know this case is Poozie versus Trina, right? For those who were in the audience a few weeks ago, do we recall when Poozie came into this very panel over here and specifically said she is no longer a part of Messy Talk? She said that she has some things going on in her career and she cannot afford to be a part of the mess. If y'all recall Poozie coming into the panel saying that red yes, blue no, cause
May I pose a question then?
you may.
So, are we still believing people when they're telling us that they don't want to be a part of Messy Talk anymore? I've seen people had their real life affected, saying that they were never coming back, but they still came back.
Oh.
Just wondering if we still believe people when they say that.
Oh. Now I have to pose another question. Since that announcement, I have a question. Since that announcement, have we seen, because let's give some grace. Let's say context purposes. The purpose of this argument is because Poozie believes she was lied on by Trina. Let's remove this situation. Give her grace, right? Have we seen Poozie engaging in anything messy? Has she been in other panels engaging in the mess since that announcement in court? Red, yes. Blue, no. I just want to see something here. Because you, again, just making sure, because since the announcement, she could have been doing her own thing, out the way, minding her business, ain't been doing nothing. And then she heard something that appeared to be a lie, and she wanted to defend herself. So that's understandable. Oh, wait a minute. Based on these votes, for those who are at home cleaning, getting ready for Sunday dinner, for those who may be at church listening, the people in the audience are voting for the majority that they have seen her engaging in other mess outside of this particular situation right here. They saying they've seen her in other panels while mess was going on. Yes, I'm gonna be quite honest with you. Shout out to the people who are at church right now listening, because they are. Some people do multitask. They want to hear the word and they want to hear the mess. I ain't here to judge. No pun intended, of course. I promise you, the jokes just writing themselves, but it's not intentional. The bottom line, if you hear me clearly, stop, because y'all going to make me start playing. Stop laughing. Okay. See, this is when my brain starts slipping, and I got to bring it back. All right. The point is, we in the accountability court respected Poozie wishes when she told us that. Because it was like, okay, well, you said you wasn't going to be indulging no mess. Ain't no reason for your name to be said, because I had to make it clear. You do know we didn't just say your name at random. I didn't say your name. Somebody referenced you, but that was it. And we got an entire lecture leaving her name out of stuff. Now y'all need to stop being nosy, because I see y'all down there in the audience talking about, oh, so who's at church? Let them get the word in peace. Let them get the word. It is okay. Stop it. So, it is a little surprising to see this as a case, because we did not anticipate her making her way back to accountability court on the docket at all. But hey, changes happen. Over here in the accountability court, we adapt to change. We are receptive to change. It is okay. Let's continue to listen. Oh, as a matter of fact, would one of the vloggers like to volunteer their space, because Poozie is here? Maybe we can get some context. Damn, nobody want. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. Jaw dropper. Nope, never mind. I live for this. If you are still here, Poozie.
Morning.
Good day. Would you like to tell us how we got here?
I just got here. I got a text to come to court. I was here
Oh,
earlier, but I had left, and I just got text about. I probably been here for about. I came at the end of the first poll. You ran 2 polls since I've been here. I came at the end of the first poll. I don't even know what the question was.
you are right on time then. So, this is how we're going to do this. So, I'm going to ask you some, if you recall, questions. Ready? Do you recall the day you came into court a few weeks ago, making us aware that you have started some type of career in management and that you were not going to be a part of the mess anymore, and to refrain from your name being mentioned in court because you have no reason to have your name mentioned. Do you remember that?
In so many words.
In so many words. Okay, you said you won't be in any mess, so it's no reason for us to say your name over here.
No, I said I was retiring the character Poozie Woozie.
You also said that. You also said that. Factual.
And I said that I did say that I would not be any content for Messy Talk anymore.
Also said you, Poozie. I don't even know why your name is the liar, because you're telling the truth. You literally.
But no, girl, you go ahead, Billy.
I'm just a little surprised because so far I haven't heard you lie. So you're making this quite easy. So that one thing you just said, the last thing you said, do you mind repeating that for the audience, for those who are new here? You said you wasn't going to be doing what?
I would not be being content for Messy Talk.
You were not going to be content for Messy Talk. So, can I ask you a question now? I just have a quick question. So, can you tell me?
That's what it is.
What is this?
See, y'all coming up here talking to me like you fucking crazy, nigga.
This ain't your fucking show, bitch.
At that point, when that moment happened, would you agree or disagree that you became content?
I did become content.
I love to see it. That deserved a round of applause. It did.
And that, Bella, has been the first time that I have become content since I made the statement on the show a couple weeks ago.
Ooh, it's getting good. Wait a minute. Wait, so and you're also admitting that is not the first time you've been the content since the announcement?
No, that has been the first time. Has been the first time.
It had. Thank you for the clarity. My apologies. Ooh, because girl, you almost had me on the roll with that. Okay.
Now, I clearly went up because as a viewer to somebody whose live I support, I seen discomfort in the conversation that was taking place. And I went to speak to Bryson and got attacked by his co-host.
Oh, so now we're getting context. You were attacked by his co-host referring to Trina, correct?
Correct.
So now we're getting context for everyone who is not aware of why they were arguing. Now we understand. She came up there to ask a question to Bryson. Trina, being his co-host, intervened in that question, is what you're saying.
Yes, and as his moderator, she continued to drop and mute me.
Oh. Okay. That's interesting. So just for understanding, for purpose, I also heard you mention you were lied on. What was the lie, just so we're clear on that?
Trina insists that I am homophobic. And she also stated that I deemed every person that is a part of the community to be on their own island to unalive.
No dog in the fight. No dog in the fight.
When I was clearly stating nearly a year ago, come next month, that if I chose to find understanding in treating those people as if they are some type of experiment for my best understanding to obtain knowledge, it would be best for me to be able to visit each letter in the form of an individual island.
Wait a
Say it in layman's terms. If I wanted to know about a letter in the community, then I need to go to that letter and I need to, I guess, take notes, study, take tests and quizzes and pop quizzes and all that.
ooh. I'm going to pose the questions to the audience, but you're saying you wanted to go to an island of each letter so you could
If
understand. Let me make sure I'm understanding what you're saying. If what now?
if I want to learn,
If you want to
I
learn.
guess I'm gonna say if I want to learn how to become a member of a certain community, if I want to learn how to braid hair, if I want to learn how to dance, then I need to be going to instructors. And that's what I meant by that. If I want to be bi, then I guess I would have to learn how to be bi. So therefore, I would have to go to bi people and learn how to be bi if I was interested.
Ooh,
Ooh, oh
ooh,
boy. Oh boy.
ooh, ooh, oh. I'm gonna have I see where let me slow it down. And I don't want to do this to y'all. Please engage. Engage. I don't ask for much. Just engage, y'all. Help the live real quick. In order to learn how I'm
Cause
sorry, I didn't expect this to go the way it just went. In order to learn how to be by, you have to go to a source because there's millions of people in the community. You need to learn how to be like.
and you see how that makes no sense, Bella? You see how that makes absolutely no sense whatsoever?
But that's what you said, that you need to learn how to be it, to be out.
Because that's for me and the things that I've been through on only on this app. That's how some members of the community make me feel. As if I have to study, as if I
Someone who
have
was a
to.
someone who was a part of the community. Candy wanted to come up.
But
Candy, before you say anything, I need Poozie, I need you to help me understand. You do know that when you are a part of the community, that is in you, not on you, right?
Exactly, Bella. Exactly.
what she's trying to say is, even though like somebody may be bi, she may not have the understanding of that actuality because she's not bi. So the best thing to her to do is go to straight to the source and get information and gather that information and learn off that person.
So learning about the community, not learning how to be.
Right. I think she
Now,
just worded it.
that's what's like. What did you?
Right. I think she
That's
just
like.
worded it the wrong way. But what she's really trying to say is like, if you want to learn how to dance, you're going to go to an instructor, right? To learn how to dance. If you want to learn how to speak Spanish, you're going to go to somebody who already speaks Spanish, who could teach you Spanish and get that information from. So if she wants to know about the LGBTQ plus I community, she's going to go straight to the sources of. If she want to learn about trans experiences, she's going to come to a bitch like Candy. She's going to go to a bitch like who's like me, right? If you want to meet somebody who's bi, maybe she'll go to Braid. If you want to meet somebody who's gay, maybe she'll go to Manny, right? So like that type of thing.
Yes, Candy. Exactly.
So
Can we use different choice of words? I don't want the panel to get taken down.
No problem, my bad. But that's what she's saying. She's not really saying nothing wrong. All she's just saying is like, if she want to learn about the community, go straight to the source and get the information from the source.
Like when I have questions about the T part of the community, there's a content creator that I've been following since I came on this app. Shout out to Trans King. Very transparent, very open, an amazing content creator, an amazing live host, an amazing person in my book. And I not one time had to go on that person's panel and ask anything because I found that person interesting off of content that popped up on my FYP. And from that day, I continue to engage and support. And not one time have I ever been judged by that person for just wanting to be a supporter of their content.
Okay.
Please tap the screen. Can we get the 400K likes quickly?
Understand something.
Bella, why are you gagging?
So here's the issue. Again, no dog in the fight. Unfortunately, I can't speak to what I know because I am not involved. But this is why we allow the court of public opinion to speak to the situations. We have eyewitnesses. We have people who was directly involved. They're saying that that was not her stance last year.
Talk about the stance what she said to Peach Icon. So I think she did. I'm not really sure what the verbiage was, but I remember her coming into my panel, after the fact and trying to explain it to me. So I got a clear understanding of what she meant, but I didn't hear the full clip of what she said, so I can't really speak upon that. So they might be right in the comments. That's probably not what she said, but right now what she's saying is what I'm trying to translate. So maybe she's just saying it wrong.
Okay, so I got you, because we don't want to get hung up, right? It's time for her peers to speak directly to her. So the purpose of the Poozie versus Trina case is because Poozie stated that she was being lied on by Trina. Trina stated that Poozie is homophobic, allegedly. As a result, it broke out an argument. On top of that, Poozie said she was being disrespected by Trina. She was being muted. She was being dropped. Okay. I'm going to pose the question to the audience. The first question I have to, because I didn't even know the reason for the argument. Again, we're all hearing this for the first time. Those who's new, I didn't know the reason behind none of this. Trina alleged Poozie is anti-LGBTQIA community.
So let me just say this. She might be, right? And I'm not saying she's not, but she might be. But sometimes people are that because they're not educated on it, right? So when you educate people on certain things, then they can have a clear understanding of what it is and now take away that ignorance from it, right? So some shit I'm ignorant to, right? And until somebody explained it to me, then I could be unignorant to that thing. So maybe that's just the case. Maybe she was just ignorant to the LGBTQ plus I community. All of a sudden she got more understanding, better education, and now she has a clear view and understanding of it, and now she's working on herself. So, that's just like half of America. Can we not say half of TikTok has said some transphobic shit to me? So is half of TikTok transphobic?
Well, we need to allow the people to focus on the case. We're going to pose the question that she is being accused of. She is accused of being anti-LGBTQ. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to be careful with my words. Protect the page. Did Trina lie on Poozie? Red, yes. Blue, no. I have to pose it that way to protect the page. If I need to end the poll to start it over, Let me know. I
And they
got
started voting already. So I would say start it over and let them answer correctly how they heart really feel.
yeah, I definitely had to. I gotta protect my page based on the wordplay. Did Trina lie on Poozie? Now that we have the context of the argument, did Trina lie? Red, yes. Blue. It's looking like a landslide, Poozie.
And we know it's fine.
But at least we got the context now. We understand what was the purpose of the argument. I did not anticipate you coming in because, again, you said you want no parts, but you already understand how court work. Just because your name is on the docket don't mean you are required to participate. So
Being that I'm gonna support you regardless every Sunday. Like I said, I got contacted by a moderator that I was on the docket, and I feel it's just fair for the people who don't really know me to be able to hear my side of it in court today.
Poozie, that is wise. The audience is always turning every 3 to 6 months. For those who do not understand engagement. So for some people who are here for a while, we always gain new followers or new people. So that was very wise, Poozie. So now that they have context listening in, it can give them a different perspective.
I have one thing to say to Poozie. Poozie, are you working on your allyship with the LGBTQ plus I community?
I wouldn't necessarily say working on it because I've already had it. So my affiliation with anybody that's a part of the community has not been affected. Nobody has turned on me. Nobody has stopped messing with me. Nobody has stopped supporting me. Nobody has stopped loving on me. Nobody has stopped checking up on me. Nobody has stopped congratulating me. Not the people that I affiliate with.
Oh, my question is to Poozie.
The problem,
Do you
Poozie.
still hold the same sentiments from last year that you held to this year?
That was directed to Barb and Peach, and we all have reconciled on that situation.
Well, I'm gonna be real, Poozie, because you know I like you, Poozie Woozie, but that's the problem. As a heterosexual person, right? You have to work on your allyship every single day, right? To have an understanding, just like how white people have to work on their allyships with African American people every single day. So I think it's something that you should work on instead of saying no just because you have people in that community. Are you close with them? That means you're close with them, but are you working on it with everybody else? Like, i.e., for example, myself.
I went to a Pride event.
Well, part of it wouldn't make you work on an allyship, right? Like you educating yourself each and every day to have an understanding about the community.
Oh no, I'm not that invested, Candy. I'm not gonna hold you.
Then the Poozie, unfortunately, I don't got your back now, girl.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, but I'm not finna make it. Like I have a real life. I do stuff in real life. Like most of my 24 hours in a day really go more to my job, and the remainder hours go to my children. The remainder hours go to my grandson and my granddaughter. So adding extra stuff on my agenda, maybe one day when I get my pay.
Extra. I just think that's just something that you should just work on each and every day. Like you wake up and like, working on yourself is just something you should just work on. Just like you don't have to, but I mean you do what you want to do, Poozie. So
I mean I'll hold up when I get my page back because this incident when Trina did give me a 7-day sit down. So I can see if it's possible that I could host a platform with something to help gain even more knowledge added to the knowledge that I already have. But again, for me, it's like the easiest way to say it is if you rock with Poozie, you rock with Poozie. If you don't, you don't. Okay. If it's something that you want to educate me on that you feel I have a lack of knowledge, I am open to all understanding. But at the end of the day, because I classify myself as a straight woman, I'm not going to go with my handy dandy notebook taking notes on each and every individual person and what they do with their life. I just want to know, can we kick it and be cool in real life if we ever meet? Can we be cordial in these boxes?
What's up, Drop Queen?
Good morning. You dropped Candy, but I did have a question for Candy. Good morning, everybody.
wanted to say, I think people are lying on Poozie. I don't know. One question I have is why did that incident come up on that live? It's still not clear why that incident.
That's exactly the question that was written down by Miss Virgo.
Okay.
because
I didn't
because
understand.
the co-host, thank you, Drop. The co-host Trina, and then there was another panelist, AJ, were explaining to the host Bryson where he could find his most pleasurable spot at inside of his anatomy. And the conversation continued, and even though he was making some faces, he was silently saying no, no, no.
But
He
what
was
they got to do
saying,
with what you said
I,
last year?
I don't know, Drop. It was
So
her defense to try to make me look bad in front of 700 people.
okay, so she did it. Trina, for instance, did bring that up on the platform, and that's what made you respond to that.
Correct.
Okay, thank
Correct.
you for clearing that up. So you came up not to be content, but you came up to defend yourself, correct?
No, I came up to defend Bryson.
To defend Bryson. Okay. And in doing so, they brought up your
I got
past
attacked.
transgressions.
Correct.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Because I was totally confused. And people are saying that they've seen you. I haven't seen you on any panels. So I think, not saying that you want to be content or whatever, I can say that, and me and you have our problem, but I'm going to stand on what's true. And I haven't seen you on any platforms since Sunday. I have not. Maybe I missed something, but I think you're doing pretty good. Not,
I've been on
keeping to
topics.
your word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When people have a topic, like they may mention in the audience that they seen me on Little Touch's platform,
I
and
didn't
not one
remember
time
that,
did I engage in
but it
the
was calm.
dramatics part of that. Yeah, she had a
Okay.
topic, and I was co-hosting for her,
Okay. Okay.
and
Because I hadn't
I
seen it.
dwell in topics. Yeah, I haven't been on messy
So it
panels.
wasn't really anything messy. You just engaging when there's conversation. I wanted to
Yeah,
also ask Candy. She asked you a question. Were you working on your allegiance to the community? And I could remember when you went on that rant. You said, "Well, girl on girl porn turns you on." So I wanted to ask Candy, can that be considered some allegiance? And that's my last question. If Candy can come back and answer that. Candy, do you think that um, she has some allegiance to the community since she openly admitted that she enjoys girl
Mom,
on
I'm
girl?
not about to play with you today. I am not about to play with you today. I am too busy to play with you today, girl. Not fucking today, girl. Stop
Okay, sorry. I have one more thing to say. Candy, you did an awesome job up here. I wanted to commend you. You were very graceful up here. You were not only graceful with Poozie, but you were graceful in the way that you handled the conversation. You were respectful. You were calm. You were attentive and clear in what you were saying. You were more women than a lot of women I see on this app when it comes to how to communicate. You did an awesome job up here, and I really wanted to give you your flowers for doing that,
Thank you,
because when people
baby.
come up here the way that you did, with a sense of humility, and that I really want a person to have this conversation with me, we can get further on this side of the app when people do it as you did. So I really want to give you that. But I still want you to answer that question. She is alive, baby. She like that girl coochie eating. Bye bye. Y'all
I
have a
mean, coochie is coochie, girl. We all like it. Period.
I mean, I do love mine. Let's not let it, don't get it twisted. I love mine with every fiber of my being. But no, Drop. I have been on a different type of journey with my life, and I have not engaged in any corn sites. Roughly coming over about a year and a half. It's coming to a year and a half, I want to say. It's been a while since I've even typed those letters into my search engine to engage in any of it. And that's just something personal with myself and my spiritual beliefs.
Thank you,
But
Hawaii.
other than that, having allies in the community still personally won't make or break me, because I'm no longer pushing forward to be a big content creator. I'm just the person that goes live on a platform whenever I feel like it because I'm bored. Hence my title to my live say bored.
So is you need to go to work now. Lincoln gonna take y'all. Or y'all waiting on somebody else? You waiting on somebody else.
Okay, so he didn't.
Oh, so they taking that.
Okay.
So like if I was trying to be big still, Bella, then yeah, I would definitely be taking heed to Candy's advice. But what's for you is for you, what's not for you is not for you. And unfortunately, I have allowed myself to be deemed as a messy talk creator that has eh, honestly destroyed my platform. So now I'm just a person who hosts 4 or 5 people who are bored.
Okay, got you. All right. Well, again, I always appreciate you coming to support Accountability Court. Um, Thank you for the context.
Thank you for having me up.
Absolutely. You enjoy the rest of your day, Poozie. Um,
Likewise.
yes, ma'am. Yeah, that was interesting. But I will say this, y'all. You might not agree with what I'm about to say, but I will say this: allow people the opportunity to have grace for change. Some people can have a mindset of things for a long time, and until they want to learn, because you can be sitting in the classroom. Let me help y'all understand what I'm saying. You could be sitting in the classroom with a teacher who is providing the lesson, but if you are not willing to learn, the information is going to fall on deaf ears. But again, what do I know? That's just some of the things that I learned as life went on. Sometimes we could be stuck in our ways and stuck in our mindset until you are willing to learn and break those habits, change the way you think. Trina was in her predicament. I'm not going to be specific, but it says she was in her predicament the same time Poozie was. But Trina is a perfect example of change. When a person is ready to change, they simply will just do it. That was a perfect example. God be willing to want to change, willing to want to learn. Me personally, when y'all ask why I don't speak to this and speak to that, because I cannot talk to people that's not willing to listen to understand, willing to learn. So I do just like this. I do just like this, and leave it where it's at. Now, you willing to listen to understand, willing to learn, but we can have dialogue all day long. But recognizing the people I'm interacting with, I just simply don't bother.
Bella,
Yes, ma'am.
the messy being won't let me not live this moment out. People comparing me and Trina's situation is great,
Thank you.
and it makes me feel amazing because within the same time frame that me and Trina was both in the same situations last year, again, I've been sitting in my own house for about 3 months now. I have been working my jobs uninterruptedly. Okay. Comparing me to her, a person who had a person to help them to get to where they are, versus me being the independent woman that I am that has me where I'm at, to me, shouldn't be a comparison. But I do appreciate the fact that everybody think they know what's going on in Poozie life. We have cammed up. We have showed the hair getting done. We have shown bits and pieces of me adding that makeup stuff to my face. I've done a lot of stuff to show you people the things that you want from me. But what I love most about me, at the end of the day, I get my own ass up and I put my own roof over my children's head. And I buy my own shit with my Walmart orders and my Amazon orders. Okay? I had 2 things purchased off a wish list: a crock pot and some plates, and a crock pot holder. Sorry, 3. Okay? Everything that I have, everything that I'm getting, and everything that is to come, it's all off the sweat of my back. A handout versus a hand up should not be compared. But since we all have been congratulating Trina on her journey, I'm going to continue to congratulate Trina on her journey. Because when I was her age, had I had that type of help, I probably would not have fallen off in my early 40s. Take heed to the people that you have in your life that are proud of the things that you should be proud of for yourself, and you'll have better appreciation for your journey. You won't have to use it. People won't have to try to use it against us, against each other as a dig or a roast. Realistically, the fact that two single mothers have provided for their children and beat the odds of being statistics, we both should be being applauded. But I do understand where it looks better on Trina's end than mine. But at the end of the day, I hope nobody, remember last year I would always say, I hope you go through it. Well, this year, I hope none of you all have to ever experience anything that myself nor Trina have been through. But if you do, I hope you come to a source who has gotten through those situations.
Okay. With that being said, we are going to move on. And just a little word of advice for some of the audience members who may not understand differences, right? An example does not automatically mean comparison. We're going to move on to the next case. To the audience member who gave the example, thank you. For those who been here and watched everything that's went on, it could have been anybody else that was the example. But thank you to that audience member who dropped that in the audience, because it was a good example. Now, this case I'm gonna do is Peach and Laugh.